5 runs batted in over those 2 games.
And he takes a fly ball out to right center field. Tracking back towards it is Stolga at the wall. He will watch it fly. A 2-run bomb for Jack Lausch. That now makes it 3 straight with 1 over the wall, as Northwestern early with a 2-0 lead. First ball of already a fairly lengthy count.
And the other big thing for Weaver is he's thrown 58 pitches, and most of them have been strikes. About 40 of them have been strikes.
7th pitch here, and Meglio out into the gap in right center. Freeman trudging over, diving, makes the catch! Fooled everybody here as Cruzen was looking for second. He had to track back to first base, and Jackson Freeman erases a base runner. Go back to home. McElpatrick, fly ball left field, back towards the line, back at the wall, and that one is gone. A hefty bat flick from McElpatrick as he watches it go. A 2-run shot adds on more for Northwestern. It's 5-0. Wells on second, Jaros on first. Weaver comes home. Carreras hard on the ground into left field. Wells will get the wave home, and he's going to score without a doubt. Rutgers able to bring a run back into this game, and it is just a pair apart now in Evanston. Bode on third, Perry on second, Mason on first, and it's the first baseman, Brayton Bowen. Talked about his two-way efficiency at the plate. He's batting .327. But that on-base percentage, the best among any player on either squadron. But this, he rips out to right field, and that thing is well gone. A grand slam for Brayton Bowen. And the floodgates have been open as the rain comes down here. Full count to Carreras, 1 out, and 1 runner on. Weaver offers. On the ground, could be 2. The toss to second. Ruiz goes to first. It's a double play to close the top of the second inning. And Ryan Weaver remains red hot. Northwestern out in front here as they'll get their bats going coming up soon. It's a win and get into Omaha for the Big Ten tournament for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights as they head to the lakefront to take on a Northwestern squadron that is looking to remain strong at home. 7 consecutive wins here at Miller Park in Evanston, Illinois. Hello everybody and welcome into this broadcast alongside Ethan Siegel. My name is Luke Jorden, and for these Wildcats at home, unfortunately playing their last series while they already are mathematically eliminated, but this is a big scene for Rutgers, and there are some guys who have really stuck out, including Gabriel Rivera. Yeah, the stakes are high today for the Scarlet Knights, and Gabriel Rivera is one of the first names you have to mention. He didn't play early on in the season all that much, only 7 at-bats before April, but since he has become a part of the everyday lineup, he has been hot, hitting .412 in his last 15 games, including a great series last weekend against Maryland. And for Northwestern, it's a chase at history, just 1 more home run away from the all-time career record. Owen McElpatrick with 35 career home runs at the moment. McElpatrick right on the precipice of breaking a record that has stood for over 40 years. Eric Magenthal, 36 career home runs. McElpatrick sits with 35 with at least 3 more games to go. Still a lot of teams trying to get their way into a ticket punch to Omaha. Let's take a look at the Big Ten standings here. Michigan State, you see on your screen, everybody above there is into the Big Ten tournament as it sounds at the moment. Michigan State and Penn State are still mathematically in it. Indiana, Maryland, Northwestern eliminated, but boy, anybody up for grabs as 1 win could clinch a spot for Rutgers, Washington, and Minnesota. You see that huge group of teams bunched up between Michigan State and Iowa roughly, splitting hairs in the Big Ten, but Minnesota, Rutgers, and Washington with 1 win punch their ticket. Rutgers would love to erase any doubt about their Big Ten tournament chances by taking this game 1. And with that, they'll go with their strong usual Friday lineup instead here on Thursday. A lineup that consists of plenty of New Jersey natives, 21 total on the team. They can spread it out pretty well. You see some of the averages really solid on this Scarlet Knight batting order. Not a team that packs a ton of power, but across the board gets on base. And with that, a look at the starting pitcher for the Cats today and what will be his last collegiate baseball start. Ryan Weaver, the grad student who attended high school Not too far away in Algonquin, Illinois at Cary Grove High School. Got to imagine some emotions are running through him today. Back for it here on Big Ten Plus, and look at how these two teams compare statistically to the rest of the Big Ten.
Both these teams not at the top of the mountain, certainly, offensively speaking. Rutgers so far following some of those trends, still scoreless. Northwestern perhaps having a better day than usual.
On the ground here, Kucherak from quite a distance rifles it. The high grab by Barron for the outs.
My oh my, Nick Barron at first base continues to impress defensively. He ended the last inning by applying that tag on that throw from McElpatrick that took him off the bag. And now this time, reaching sky high to snag a ball way above his head while keeping the other foot on first to snag the out. Great play by the first baseman, Barron. That's not the flashy defensive position like a third baseman shortstop, but he is showing up.
And now this one slammed out into left center by Rivera, back towards the wall and off the wall, as Rivera will make his way into second base with a standing double, just a couple of feet away from reaching that one over the fence for the first home run by either side today.
Great piece of hitting by Rivera. We talked about him in the open and what he can do, and he just continues his hot approach at the plate. Now 5 consecutive games with a hit for Rivera.
From 27-28, Matt Chattel takes ball 1. Wide stance from the catcher. Weaver checks to second, now comes home. Same spot yet again on the outside. Chattel's second year with the Rutgers program. Came from 2 years with Merrimack. His first team All-NEC, sophomore year. Hits this the opposite way, but curling towards the Rutgers bullpen. Of course, the NEC well familiar within Rutgers. Steve Owens, formerly coached at Bryant before arriving here with the Scarlet Knights, now in his 7th year. Chattel, this one lined out in the center and down for a base hit. They give the wave to Rivera. He's coming home, and the throw is cut off as Rutgers is able to even this game at 1 in the top of the 4th.
Well, there's just the top of the Rutgers order doing its job. The double from Rivera. And then that ball just scintillated out into right center field by Chattel. Back-to-back base knocks for Rutgers, and that hasn't been the issue so far. They've got 5 hits in this game. Just kept having inopportune things happen with runners on the base pass. Runner caught stealing, a ground into double play. Rutgers able to string consecutive good at-bats together, and we've got a tied ball game.
This one on the ground. Kucherak will elect for first, gets it to Barron for out number 2. Another one of those plays where the ball is rolling in a little slow, and Kucherak's so far out on the infield. Not really much worth a gamble for a double play ball there.
He's really impressed me today, both with the athleticism on some of those plays you have to charge and make a throw from an awkward arm slot or awkward angle, but also just with the baseball IQ. A few times where it's so tempting to try and double up in turn 2, but Kucherak taking the out in front of him both times.
Does bring Chattel in a scoring position now, who just brought Rivera in from scoring position to tie this game at 1. Jomar Carreras looking to replicate the same. And Ryan Weaver trying to keep the score put. On the ground, Kucherak tasked with another defensive duty. And well done. So done with the top of the 4th here. Rutgers does score on an RBI single from Matt Chattel, which evens the game as 1. Northwestern coming up to bat next.